losing sucks. Some might even say it's the worst feeling in the world, and I totally agree. But the real question is, how do you deal with losing? Because I see a lot of athletes, and especially in Ultimate, that will just brush it off, think about something else and ignore it, but that's not the way to do it. Dealing with a loss is actually a very important aspect of your game, and it can level up your game but also your mentality. It's very important to not only process the loss but also to learn from the loss. Now, before you start with processing your loss, it's very important that you do this non-defensive. This means don't try to blame anybody else for what happened. Just see the things as they are, also without sugarcoating it. So just see the facts. A mindset that I personally try to have when I'm processing a loss is to see this as a setback rather than a failure. So you just go back a little bit, but it doesn't mean that you the dream is over, it's a fail. It's just a setback, not a failure. Some people, like Kobe Bryant, even went as far as saying that losing is exciting. Because when you lose, it means that your weaknesses were exposed. And so a very stupid thing to do would be to just leave it on the field, don't think about it anymore, and don't take the chance to work on these weaknesses. Because there is a lot to learn from the mistakes you made, and you can make sure you don't make the same mistakes again. Now, I know a lot of people have never done this or don't know where to start by processing a loss, so let me take you guys through it. So you take a piece of paper and you draw a big line in the middle. Now on the right side, you're going to write down all the things you could not control during the game. For example, there was a lot of wind, you received a lot of bad passes from your teammates, and so on. Now on the left side of the line, you're going to draw all the things you could control during the game. So the things you can work on as well. So for example, you were not focused during the game, or you were not hydrated enough, you were malnourished, your defense was not well enough, you didn't put as much effort in as you'd like, things like that. Now put a big stripe through the right column, because you cannot do anything about them, they're uncontrollables. On the left one, we're going to look at everything one by one. Now for everything you wrote down, there is a solution. So try to find the solution, that way you can work on the mistakes you made and make sure you don't make them again. Try to see losing as an opportunity to grow. I know this is very, very hard, but it's the only way we can process a loss. So try to see it as an opportunity to grow to the next level. Not only physically, but also mentally. Now, one thing that is very important, in my opinion, is not internalizing a loss. Because if you allow it to play again and again and again in your head, it's going to start eating you up from the inside. And that's probably the last thing we can use when we try to bounce back from a loss. Try to talk about it with a friend, try to talk about it with a teammate, or with a coach, anyone you trust. I know in the beginning this is going to be a bit hard and maybe you wouldn't like it as much, but trust me, it's going to help in the long run. Now, I know this sounds like a lot to do for one loss, but trust me, it will help your game in the long run and you will feel better after the whole process. Maybe an important thing to mention is you don't have to do this right after the game. If you still have your emotions running high, just do something else. Do something you enjoy, go hang out with your teammates, take a moment for yourself and just think about something else. Then you can go back and be rational in this whole process. I would love to hear from you guys what you guys do to process a loss, if you do something else, or if you tried this technique and if it worked or it didn't work for you, let me know. Now, if you'd like to elevate your game to the next level, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you get notified when I upload a new video, and I hope you all have a blessed day. See you all in the next one.